Okay, lesson 4, rounding. So when exact numbers are not needed, rounding numbers gives us a pretty good idea of what's going on. It gives us approximate. So there's a couple rules for rounding, or hints. What you first want to do is find the place value to be rounded to. And the next step is to look to the digit on the right. Now what this will tell you, if it's between 0 and 4, round down. If it's from 5 to 9, round up. Let's do some examples. Round to the nearest 10. So we want to round to this place value, so we're going to look to the right. It's a 4, so we round down to 20. And 24 is in between 20 and 30, but it's closer to 20. 55, we're rounding to the tens position, so we look to the right. And it's a 5, so we round up to 60. And 55 is in between 50 and 60, but because it's at 5, you round up to 60. Round to the nearest 100. So we're in this position. Look to the right. It's a 4, so we're going to round down to 300. 342 is in between 300 and 400, but it's closer to 300. 459 is in the hundreds position here. We're looking at that 4. And checking the number on the right is a 5, so we're going to round up to 500. And 459 is in between 400 and 500, but it's closer to 500. Rounding to the nearest 1,000. So you look in this position, the 4. Look to the right, it's a 6, so we're going to round up to 5,000. And rounding to the nearest 10,000, we're looking at the 6. Check the number on the right, it's a 4, so we're going to round down to 60,000. And there's 2 more examples here. We're rounding this to the nearest 1,000. So we look at the 9. The number on the right is a 2, so we round down to 9,000. Everything else becomes a 0. And this one we're rounding to the 10,000. Look to the right, it's a 9, so we round up to 30,000. Let's round these to the nearest million. So there's a 3. Check to the right, it's a 4, so we round down to 3 million. Same thing here, check the 7, we round down to 7 million. Here's another example. Thomas has 2 savings accounts. First one he has 300, and the second one he has 896. And he also has 245 in a checking account. So we're going to do leading digit estimation, meaning we just look at the first digit of each number and we round to that position. So 324, that's going to round to 300. 896 is going to round to 900. And 245 is going to round to 200. Now 300 plus 900 plus 200, I can do that in my head, and that's $1,400. The exact amount, if you add them all up, you get exactly 1,466.38. 324.08 plus 896.54 plus 245.76. In what situations would he need to know the exact amount? Well, if he's budgeting or paying bills.